All right, man, let's keep going. We got another Japanese player here. This is the team that I had, one of the teams that I had from last week, that I just didn't bother to use because it's so trash. But yeah, it's wind water season, so the unit pairings actually make sense this time. So I'm gonna set it up. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. I'll find out in a minute. Nerthuz is the one that has the Celica ring here. Right. Okay, nice. It's fortunately then. She can kill Elencia, which is what this whole defense actually, or what this whole strategy is predicated on. If I wasn't able to kill Elencia there, then it would have been a problem. But yeah, this defense is actually beautiful. It's well thought out. There's so many possibilities in terms of how the defensive team can move that it's a pain to deal with. Even though there's no dancer here, I'm sure that you've by now realized that Ather offers. Ooh, well done, Ather. Whatever, offers that extra action, kind of like dual baby Robin, but yeah, there's a lot going on here, which is why I decided to not try and tank this, because as I'll show in a second here, after I'm able to figure out what I'm trying to do to get up here, currently the problem is that I think foul play is 3 spaces, and if that trap below Elencia is real, as I believe it is, because the only thing that you really want to protect here is Elencia from melee, and probably want to protect Ivy as well from melee. That reason being, there's so much support here that Elencia won't die from a ranged attack, because 1, she's really, really fast, and 2, unless it's an archer with a bow or something, it's not gonna, yeah. Archer with a bow. Clearly the archer has a bow. What else is going to use the arch? Jeez. Anyways, so yeah, trying to lay out my my setup here. The positioning of his structures is also well thought out, because the range here is I'm not 100% sure what the enemy's range is here with Elencia, so I gotta be careful with how I try to play this out. I may actually want to go on turn 2 instead of turn 1. I don't think I have the right amount of space as well as the actions required to try to make this work on turn 1, because again, if that trap is real, then like I think it is, Nerthuz is stuck and it's pretty much over. Because 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, cancel 2. Reposition. Well, the problem is I'd have to first break that structure, and Plumeria is not in the right position. And I think even if I put her there, I still need someone to break that structure. But let me go over the refines in the meantime. Byleth was underwhelming. But then again, I don't have a Byleth, so maybe she's like really powerful. But just looking at what she got in the text, it didn't seem like much. Or rather, it didn't seem like what she needed to be top tier. She's probably good, but she's probably not top tier. Look at this Hinoka, man. I have not this many merges, but a similar build or a invested build on my Hinoka as well. These are all such fantastic builds, man. This Elencia, of course, the standard. Probably want to get no quarter on there, but it probably doesn't matter. I didn't know that Ivy could get to 51 speed. That is ridiculous. And then this Summer Ivy is just a monster, man. Look at these stats. Wow. But yeah, Byleth, kind of underwhelming. I felt like they should have given her more. She did get one thing that I really, really liked, and I thought that was pretty dope. The fact that they give her the special jump, I believe. Was it her? I think it was. I thought she definitely needed that to be good. Oh, no, not the special jump, the scowl effect. She has scowl. Yeah, I thought that was a wonderful addition to her kit. And then Gatry. I haven't gotten like to fully test him out yet, but he is tremendous with Hardy Fighter, Aegis, Pavis, whichever one. With the Ike Ring, not the Ike Ring, the Marth Ring, sure. He does very, very well as a near saver. You still don't want to run him as a far saver because he's blue, he's easy to blow up. So, you know, there's that. But at least for my Gatry, I don't know, I haven't seen a lot of people with Gatries, but mine is fairly invested, and he does exactly what I wanted him to do, which is the playstyle that I was trying to get him to do before, which was to stop Edelgard, winter and summer. He was failing at stopping Summer Edelgard just because she hit way too hard, but now he's able to do it, and I'm happy about that, because it means that I don't have to bless Brave Edelgard for every season. So probably give Gatry a swing at some point. I'll wait to see what happens with the CYL units beforehand. Well, I think I'm considering Astra Anima, but I think before then we'll be at least aware of what will be on the banner for the CYL unit. So I don't know, but yeah, he's really, really strong, really, really, really beefy boy. And who else? I already mentioned I was surprised that they didn't give Cloud instant Deadeye, because I mean, it seemed pretty obvious that was he needed that. Like, I feel he probably does like a ton of damage, but I don't see myself using him because of that. Yeah, he really needed that. Who else? Uller, Cephas. Yeah, he's refined. I don't have one. I could just build one because I have the flowers and stuff, but his, like, my god, he got the stuff. And he got like cav effectiveness for whatever reason. But yeah, he got the stuff. I think he probably won. Like, I was very surprised that they gave that much stuff to a demo unit in the regular pool. Yeah, he's really, really good. Especially in comparison to, like, let's say Deke from the same batch that was refined. Deke's refined was terrible. He's one of those units that you forget is in the game. I have like one copy, and I've never picked up another copy. He's just never come home. I forget that he's even in the pool. But yeah, his refine was really bad. And then who else? I forget who else. But yeah, overall, I was really happy about Gatry's refine. Whoa! What are you doing, Hinoka? Why are you rallying? Why did you rally? What happened there?
Such a shame.
What happened there? Oh man. What happened? I was not ready for that. I wasn't even threatening anyone. What do you mean? What happened there? What is your rally? Why? That is bizarre. Verge of death. I don't know, man. Something weird happened there. Oh, whatever, man. Alright, let's try one more. Yeah, let's give this one a shot. This one looks like one that we're probably gonna win.
I'll do it.
Jeez, I'm still like trying to figure out what happened in that match. It's so weird. I wasn't threatening anyone aside from, let's say, well, I mean, Nerthuz had the warp ring. She was a space up, so she could probably warp to where. But even if I'm threatening the unit, they shouldn't move nonetheless, unless they're able to reach me. The only one. Ivy. The +1 movement from Ivy got me. Oh man. I completely forgot about that. There was so much going on with that defense, with the warp mechanic, that I literally like, it was too much information for my brain to process, and I forgot that Ivy would have gotten that +1 movement, which would have allowed her to hit that spot where I put Nerthus. Unfortunately, if I had put Nerthus on the other side, it wouldn't have been a problem, but I didn't consider that being an issue. And it was all because I needed to get through the traps, and of course I found the trap. It was indeed real. I forgot to mention. But yeah, I needed to do that in order to like get in and actually initiate and then back out and, you know, try to get things going. That's a really nice trap because yes, you have turn 1 free. And I guess if I had just waited, I would have been able to do that on maybe, let's say, turn 3 or so. But I was a little bit impatient, primarily because I wanted to get the traps out of the way so that I could initiate and then run away. Although I'm not sure how far I would have gotten, depending on the movement of the units. I think Ivy's range would have been the maximum endpoint, so I would have been fine, I think. But then the rally wouldn't have happened because I would have been out of range, so there would have more than likely been some type of reposition.
I'll protect you.
That would have extended the range or a return or something. Yeah, there's still more to that defense, unfortunately. I should have... Anyways, the refined batch was pretty, I think overall a pretty decent one, looking at the legendaries and the mythics that got refined, as well as some of the units alongside them. Sethith, I felt like, was a big winner. Definitely a good pickup from the free-to-play pool. Deke, bad. It's not necessarily just him, it's his stats and everything. It's just a bad unit. It's just not very good. They would have needed to give him a lot more to make him actually usable.
I'll get us there.
Who else, man?
Where
I'm
shall
sure
I go?
there's someone I'm forgetting.
What was
Gatry.
that?
Speak.
Oh, the Grail unit. The Grail unit, Calic. I want to say that's his name. I'm not a fan of his, so that's why I'm forgetting him, literally. I'm not a fan of that villain archetype. He looks like a villain, and that's exactly what he is, so I easily forget about him the majority of the time. But yeah, his refine was okay, I guess. Nothing too, you know? But yeah, decent batch. Yeah, we're pretty much done here. I guess the only other question I have is, like, how have you guys been dealing with Ather? Because I'm pretty sure that, I mean, just from the 2 matches, or the at least 4 matches that I've played so far, well, by the time that you've seen this, it's already like middle of the week, so it's Saturday, Friday, so you've probably had more encounters. But how are you faring so far? Is it a horrible week, or are you like having it pretty easy, no changes whatsoever? Yeah, I think it'll get a lot tougher, like, as you get closer towards the end of the week and you start to come up against the rank 1 players. Top 1,000 players, they're gonna be like incorporating that unit into their defense a little bit more. And I think maybe some people probably haven't figured out how to use her yet and are like waiting to see what other people do. But I definitely think she's gonna be around for a while, especially since she's gonna be bonus for a month. So it's something that we're gonna have to figure out. Yeah, she's really, really good. Especially considering the fact that the CYL units are going to be added to it, so it's going to be interesting to see how they play off what she provides on defense. So there's just so many options, so many possibilities. I'm really looking forward to what's to come. But also I need to build my teams out. I gotta go practice. I gotta go figure out what my teams are supposed to do now, because I feel like, especially like that Gale Force team, Crom is really lacking now. He desperately needs his refine. And I feel like Nerthus, and I feel like the team mix there isn't the best. And then the Celica team, it's taking a hit because Vale is not on there anymore, so it's not going to perform as well.
Understood.
and the Ike team, Ike is like getting battered left, right, and center. So I don't know, man. There's just so much to consider, man. I wonder if I should actually bring back Elamine, since Freyr is, I've noticed, a little bit 50-50 in terms of whether or not he'll be there. I don't know, man. There's just so many things to consider. But yeah, plenty of banners to pull on. I think I just pulled on the Hero Fest banner. Got a couple things, but GG's.